There are definitely no other resorts on Mount Hood that have terrain as complex as Heather Canyon. It's serious terrain and it's hard to manage. Heather Canyon is definitely a special terrain feature on Mount Hood. It spans from around 7,000 feet down to around 4,000 feet, and it offers tree skiing, above tree line skiing, big alpine bowls, waterfall features, and it's a really beautiful place to spend time. Meadows is a Class A Avalanche resort. We do a lot of avalanche control here. We spend a lot of time in Heather Canyon doing our mitigation efforts, but we also have a 4,000 foot head wall above us that we just have to forecast for, and it can make opening the canyon extremely difficult. It takes a lot of exploration. In the summer, we go in the runout and we kind of see what the creek's doing, and we communicate with other departments to sort of let them know, and they're in there as well. One of our jobs in the snow safety and the ski patrol department is to work in the canyon with explosives and ski cutting and doing some snow science in there with pits and digging around, looking at the layers of the snow to kind of assess when we feel we can go in there and manage that terrain. We're looking at how the holes are forming and kind of where they are every year, and we'll just kind of very slowly poke around in there. It's hard to imagine, but when that runout, you take it out in the winter and it takes maybe 5 minutes to go out the runout from the chair all the way to the Herm parking lot. That runout is a series of bridges that get built over the course of the early season, and as soon as we can, once we start having snow. And those bridges are built by the grooming department, and they allow us to get out of the canyon fast, which is helpful. It also allows lift mechanics to ride snowmobiles up to the bottom of the chair to do maintenance on the chair, and it allows us as a ski patrol to get people out when they're injured. I can tell you from first-hand experience that exiting the canyon before we have the snow bridges, it is an extremely arduous task. It can take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to sort of slog your way out. In order for Rob to get in and start building bridges, he has to pass through slide paths, and so we're always communicating with him when he's getting through there.
Hey Rob, you got clearance to proceed.
Copy, Wes. Heading for the lift. From the Herm parking lot up to the chair area, there is 13 bridges on average. These snow bridges are made out of snow that the snow machines push in there. We compact them down and we maintain those bridges all season long. Those bridges do decay, those bridges can collapse, and those bridges can be washed out. Sometimes we find that the creek changes course, and that actually requires us to build bridges in different places. Some are quite small. I can build those in 15 minutes. Some of the bridges are larger, or where they're positioned are more complicated, and those can sometimes take a couple of hours. One of the first things we're going to be asking ourselves and assessing is, do we have enough snow? Do we have the right kind of snow? And by that I mean dense, heavy, wet, packy snow. And what is the forecast looking like immediately afterwards? Typically, it's water-related issues or warm temperature issues that would cause us to have to abort a canyon mission. Once I start in there, it's a go, go, go process. When we build a bridge, we need to stockpile snow. And when we feel that there's enough snow stockpiled there, I will take a deep breath and actually start pushing that into the creek as fast as I can. And once I have enough snow into the creek, I will drive my cat on it and it will sink that snow down, compact it down, and hopefully lock it into place. While that is happening, I have basically put a cork into a bottle. And that creek that was flowing freely now is not. Every now and again, the water will not find its way underneath the snow. And instead it will back up enough that it will actually overflow the bridge or flow around it. And that can be quite catastrophic. The hope is that that bridge will solidify and get stronger and stronger and stronger, because eventually I have to come out of the canyon. So once we get a bridge built and the water has found its way underneath the bridge and it's flowing successfully, I tiptoe my cat across that bridge and move up the canyon to the next bridge location and start that process again. From the bottom of the Heather Canyon by the Herm parking lot up to where the chair is, even though there's not a massive amount of elevation change, there is enough that the snow quality usually changes. And trying to build that uphill climb, that ramp up to the lift with drier snow that doesn't pack as well can be very, very, very difficult. And sometimes that really is the crux to providing access to the lift. It can take anywhere from a day and a half to 3 days, I would say, on a typical push for the canyon. Once I provide access to the canyon, then other departments have to come into play and start prepping the lift at the bottom. Lift ops have to shovel it out, patrol has to do their work, and so on.
When we first opened the canyon, we've been going in there as a patrol and setting rope lines up and doing maintenance lap and getting it ready for everybody to enjoy. It takes a lot of work to open the canyon, and it's a full resort effort. And as a patrol, we put a ton of effort into opening that terrain, and it's terrain that we want open as much as possible. And that first day when you open those gates and you know how much work went into getting that terrain open, it's amazing to watch people drop in and get those first runs in there. Everyone's having a good time.